Hello, I'm Joy. 你好，我是乔伊。This is Joy Chinese. Welcome to Easy Chinese Characters, Level 1. Today we'll learn Lesson 7, Radicals. Before we start this class, let's review what we learned in the last class. We know there are two types of characters, single component characters, compound characters. Single component characters means the character is made of single structure or only contains one component. Compound characters means the character is made of compound structure or contains two or more than two components, and one of the components is called radical. For example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These characters are only made of one part, and thus have the single structure. They are all single component characters.And let's see some examples of compound characters. 你好 means hello. The part unmarked right are their radicals. In this class, we'll focus on learning different radicals. We'll learn 4 types of radicals. Water radical, speech radical, metal radical, mouth radical. The first radical is called water radical.It's shaped like 3 drops of water, and the characters with this radical is usually related to water. Let's see how to write water radical. We should write it from the top to the bottom. So first we write the dot on the top, the dot in the middle, and then a rising below. Easy, right? Now, see some example characters with water radical.汗 means sweat. Please read it after me. 汗 汗 See how to write it. First we write the radical on the left. So first we write the dot on the top, the dot in the middle, and then a rising. Now we move on to write the right part of this character.The horizontal stroke on the top, and then a horizontal stroke below it. The last stroke is the vertical stroke go through these 2 horizontal strokes. Great. Next one. Next character with water radical. 江 means river. Please read it after me. 江江 See how to write it. First, we should write the water radical. So first we write the dot on the top, then the dot in the middle. The last stroke of water radical is a rising below. Now move on to the right part of this character. First we write the horizontal stroke on the top, and then a vertical stroke.The last one is also a horizontal stroke. Great, easy, right? Now move on to the next radical, speech radical. Characters with this radical are usually related to language and speech. See how to write it. We should write it also from the top to the bottom. So guess which stroke we should write first? Yeah, the dot on the top. And then,a horizontal turning rising. Write this stroke all at once without stop. Now let's see some examples using this speech radical. 语 means language. Please read it after me. 语 语 Guess how to write it? Yes, first we should start from the radical on the left.So first we write a dot, and then the horizontal turning rising. Now move on to the right part. Write the horizontal stroke on the top, and then a vertical stroke. Next one, a horizontal turning, a horizontal stroke. And then move on to the below, a vertical stroke, a horizontal turning.The last one is a horizontal stroke. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but you can do it. Now, move on to the next character. 说, it also has the speech radical, and 说 means speak or say. Please read it after me. 说 Try to guess the writing order of this character. Yes, start from the speech radical. We write the dot on the top, and then the horizontal turning rising. Now move on to the right part. We also write the right part from the left to the right and from the top to the bottom. So first we write the dot on the left top, and then the left falling on the right top. Next one, the vertical stroke, a horizontal turning, and then a horizontal stroke, a left falling. The last one, a vertical curved hook. Write this stroke all at once without pause. Good job. The next radical is called metal radical. Characters with this radical are usually related to metal. See how to write this metal radical. We should write it from the top to the bottom and from the left to the right. So first we write the radical on the left top, the left falling. Then we write the horizontal stroke on the top, the horizontal stroke below it, another horizontal stroke, and then a vertical rising. Good job. Now see some examples with metal radical. 针 means needle. Please read it after me. 针 is usually made of metal, right? Now let's try to write it. First we write the radical. So first we write the left falling, the horizontal stroke on the top, the horizontal stroke below it, another horizontal stroke below it. Now, the last stroke of the metal radical is a vertical rising. Great, finish writing the metal radical. Now we move on to the right part. The horizontal stroke, and then the vertical stroke. Easy, right? Good job. Next example. 钉 means nail. Please read it after me. 钉 钉 Nail is usually made of metal, right? Now let's see how to write it. First we write the metal radical, the left falling, the horizontal stroke on the top, the horizontal stroke below it, and then another horizontal stroke. The last stroke of the metal radical is a vertical rising. Now move on to the right part. First we write the horizontal stroke on the top, and then the last stroke, a vertical hook. Write it all at once without stop. Great. Now we move on to the last radical we'll learn in this class. Mouth radical. And this radical can be also used as a character. It's read as 口, 口, and it also means mouth. Characters with this radical are usually related to mouth. Let's see how to write this radical. First we write the vertical stroke on the left, and then the horizontal turning. The last one stroke is a horizontal stroke. Now, we see some example characters with mouth radical. 吃 means to eat. Please read it after me. 吃 吃 吃. To eat something, we need to use our mouth, right? Now, let's see how to write this character. First, we write the mouth radical, the vertical stroke, and then a horizontal turning. Next one is a horizontal stroke. Now move on to the right part of this character. First we write the left falling on the left top, and then a horizontal stroke. The last one stroke is a horizontal turning curved hook. Okay, great. Write it at once without stop. The last one example is 叫. 叫 means to call or to be called. Please read it after me. 叫. 叫. To call somebody, we need to use our mouth, right? Now, let's see how to write it. In the same way, we first write the mouth radical, the vertical stroke, and then a horizontal turning stroke. Next, a horizontal stroke. Now move on to the right part of this character. We write a vertical rising and then a vertical stroke. Pretty easy, right? Yeah. Now, congratulations, you finished this class. Let's make a conclusion. We learn water radical, which is related to water, and we write some example characters. 汉, 江. Then we learn speech radical, which is related to language and speech. We write some example characters. 语, 说. Next we'll learn metal radical, which is related to metal. We have example characters. 针, 钉. The last radical we'll learn is mouth radical, which is related to mouth. We have example characters. 吃, 叫. Good job. Thanks for watching. 感谢观看. Bye.